Welcome to the SaaS Symphony, the podcast that's here to help you unleash the full potential of your go-to-market play. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, your host Björn will provide you with the insights and strategies you need to hit all the right notes and create a scaling and profitable business.
Mastering the entire customer journey can become complicated quite quickly, especially if you bear in mind that most probably we are looking about different departments like marketing, sales, customer success, and product. So sooner than later, mastering the entire customer journey will become complicated. That's for sure. Even more important to add some simplicity to the equation. In today's episode, we will have a thorough look into the recurring revenue operating model, originally created by Winning by Design, but now a free open standard. And you will learn on a meta level that you only need 3 metrics to achieve groundbreaking results in improving your revenue generation process. Let's take a deeper look at our 3 main metrics. Number 1 is volume, and we'll dig deeper into the number of leads, number of deals, number of happy customers, etc. Second metric is the conversion in percent from one stage to another. And the third metric is the delta in time between one stage to another. So how does it add up, or how does it work, this operating model? When you look at the end-to-end customer journey, it all starts with the awareness. So a lead, potential customer is aware of his or her challenge and wants to learn more. So the stage of awareness normally starts with leads created, website visitors, websites on landing pages, leads sent out, outbound mails to. So this is the first metric you can measure. So it's a kind of classic input measure. How many leads do I create? How many people do I contact? So that's volume metric number 1. Now the interesting part is when we look at the overall customer journey, the target is to make them interested and learn more. So the next phase is called education. And there we care about the conversion. So from the awareness to education conversion percentage. And the other metric we care is the time needed to make this change, to make this next step in our customer journey, that someone is really truly interested in learn more about us, our solution, our product. The next stage is selection. So the customer is not just interested in learning more, so you made it into the selection phase. So he or she normally kind of drilled down the potential list of buyers to 3, even less. And there again, you're measuring not just the volume, but also the conversion and the conversion time. So why is it so important to have a solid understanding of these 3 metrics? For every kind of business plan, every forecast, every math you can do with these 3 metrics, because you can play with the volume, the conversion, and the time to see whether your expected revenue growth is reasonable or not, or what you can change or you have to change in terms of volume, conversions, and time. Because to give you a very practical example, just imagine you aiming for 1 million plus in revenue. It's already June in kind of a classic annual year term, and you intend to grow your revenue by still 500K or even 1 million plus. But you know that from awareness stage to selection stage, normally it takes 5 to 6 months. Then you know instantly that all the new revenue generated will just come out of your existing pipe. You might have a few chances, lucky punches to add more revenue, but knowing these metrics by heart shows you whether your projections are just wishful thinking or are based on true numbers. Okay, the beauty about the recurring revenue operating model is that it's not just covering the new sales process or new customer process, because it continues also, and it's also covering the post-purchase journey of a customer. So in that regard, after someone selected you as a company and using your product, the next phase is onboarding. So in the same logic applies, the same metrics apply. So of course you're checking the volume of new onboardings, but you're also measuring the time it takes to fully onboard a client. Because why is it important? Is if the onboarding is accomplished, customers should feel and experience the entire impact of your solution. For me, one of the most crucial KPIs you can measure is how do you measure that you have achieved impact for your client? Or to rephrase it, how does your client measure that your product is achieving impact? Because if you're achieving impact, then you have not just a happy client, but you have a client where you constantly create value. You might have a really good chance to expand this business relationship. You might have a good chance to increase prices over time and or add new licenses, etc. So it's a fundamental step which can be again measured with the same logic. Volume, conversion rate from onboarding to impact, and time needed. The next stage after creating impact is exactly how to measure growth and later on expansion. So growth can be, to just give you an example, is growth in terms of new users added. Expansion is entering a new package, adding a new a layer, adding a new module of your solution. Either way, it's about growing your revenue with your existing customer base. And with this model, overall, you have 8 different stages along the customer journey, which you then can measure in volume, conversion rates, and time. You have a still quite digestible and simplistic way to optimize the entire customer journey and the entire revenue creation process. Let's apply this model with real numbers. Just imagine you would like to reach 2 million ARR until end of the year. With that model and the 3 metrics, you can map what's needed to reach your goal or to make it also for next year. Imagine you would like to have these 2 million ARR with the volume metric, the conversion metric, and the time needed from one stage to another. You have a very detailed view on what needs to happen to realistically reach my goals.